Okay, now the cool stuff in the pro version. Obviously, you're going to get everything from the free version, but you're also going to get AI forms, which can allow you to create dynamic forms, embeddings, which we talked about as well. That's going to allow you to create that manually or dynamically created database of knowledge, a knowledge base that your AI is going to use in its answers. You have the content awareness in the chatbot. It can be aware of the content on the current page. Cut here. It can be aware of the content on the current page. And I think that's really a game changer as far as a customer experience or a user experience goes. Statistics and limits, and then assistants as well, GPTs. And you guys know I love any AI assistant or anything close to an AI agent. So this one is going to allow you to build powerful AI assistants capable of performing a variety of tasks very easily, as it says here on the site. And they do say they have a bunch more features in development. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the AI Marketing Navigator. This is your daily compass in the ever-evolving world of AI marketing. Okay, navigators, we are back today with another amazing AI tool that crosses over nicely into my roots here at Digital Pop with WordPress design and development. This is a tool called AI Engine that is a WordPress plugin. It's going to enable you to do a whole host of amazing AI-enhanced functions and tasks for your WordPress site. So I should say that this is an episode that applies specifically to anyone with a WordPress site. I fully understand if that doesn't apply to you and you choose to skip this one. But if you do have a WordPress site, if you're a marketer or a business owner who happens to use WordPress for their website, definitely tune into this episode. It's going to give you a ton of good information. And the best part is AI Engine has a free tier that still has some amazing features and functionalities that you can use. The plugin was developed by Meow Apps and a developer named Jordy Meow behind Meow Apps. Check out the links in the show notes to see Jordy's page and the link to the download for the AI Engine plugin. But this tool is super cool. It's really going to bring the power of multiple AI models into your WordPress environment directly, right in your WordPress dashboard. You're going to be able to use models from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, all right within your very familiar workspace. Okay, so let's get into the core features of AI Engine. The first one and kind of the flagship product feature here is their chatbot integration. And it's a hugely impactful part of the offering that they have. It's completely customizable as far as the interface goes and the brandability and the ability to adopt it to your brand. Of course, you're also going to be able to select design things like where you want the chat window to appear on the page, how you want it to be made available to the users, how it behaves, all of these things. You're going to have traditional chat flow features like the custom messages and conversation flows. You'll also have multiple language support, which is a big one if you are a global company, obviously. Also, because it's WordPress, of course, you're going to be able to place it pretty flexibly around your site. It can be used in shortcodes or widgets. You can apply it to specific pages or it can be site-wide. All of these things can be done very easily. You can even create custom triggers that initiate the chatbot. So tons of cool, creative ways to implement it into your site. But I think most impressively and what sets it apart from But I think the most impressive part of it is obviously the advanced capabilities that it's given thanks to having access to the leading LLMs. It's going to be able to handle and process images, so it has basic vision for your users. You can, of course, analyze documents and references that you provide to it. But probably one of the coolest features is its awareness of context for what the user is viewing on the page. So you can have a contextual conversation with the chatbot, or your users can have a contextual conversation with the chatbot on your site about the page that they're on. It should be mentioned that that is not available in the free version. However, it's going to be a pro version feature where you have the chatbot that is content aware, as they call it. You'll also be able to allow your users to manage their conversation history, which I think is a great feature in any of these chat tools. So we have our chatbot integration. They also have tools for content creation right within the WordPress dashboard too. Using the large language model and the Gen AI tools that we are familiar with on the show, you can create full blog posts that are optimized for SEO. You have titles and headings, the whole shebang. You can optimize and A/B test your titles and posts. You're going to get rich meta descriptions generated for you. Same for excerpts for posts, things like that, all being generated by generative AI. And even suggestions on how to then repurpose your posts into different pieces of content. You can do so using custom content templates or styles. If you are experienced in prompting and you really know how to kind of direct a model and work back and forth with it to capture your tone and voice, you can do that within your WordPress dashboard as well. The content generation supports multiple formats like lists and tables. So however you want to visually and statistically present your posts and give your users your data, you're going to be able to do that with these content generation tools. You will also, of course, have AI image generation capabilities right within the dashboard, and all the image functionality and capabilities are powered by DALL-E 3, OpenAI's DALL-E 3. Another set of features where you get a lot of interesting use cases and functionalities is in their AI playground. You can do a lot of interesting additional things with the content you're creating, like advanced translation, but you can also do correction of grammar and style, things like that. And this is where you get into the adjustment of the tone of voice of the content we were talking about. It's also within the AI playground that you can utilize some pretty practical technical SEO tools, things like keyword optimization and meta tag generation. So this is where you get those type of features within the AI playground. And it does seem that you'll find these to be somewhat experimental features, but they definitely provide a lot of kick behind this tool. So definitely don't skip the AI playground if you happen to check out this tool. You can even analyze for content gaps within your existing backlog of content, which I think is a cool feature. We already mentioned this a little bit, but you're going to get access to a template mechanism that also allows you to templatize your custom prompts. The content that you're producing can even be templatized into different workflows and automations. But let's get into a couple of the more advanced features that are only available in Pro. And after we discuss these here, we'll just hop over to the website quickly and do a rundown of the free versus the Pro version so you can see the exact differences. But if you're watching along on video, you can get a visual idea here. First one is going to be the embedding system. This is going to be what allows you to build basically a knowledge database for your chatbots to use based on the existing content of your website. It's going to index your content for that knowledge base. It's going to synchronize in real time with any of your posts and your products if you do have an e-commerce site. And then using that custom generated knowledge base, it's going to allow for context-aware responses about your product, about your site, about your service, and your company. And it looks like you can get a host of additional boosts in this embedding system as well. Things like response caching and optimization for your queries, more efficient usage of your tokens through the LLM. So lots of different performance boosting features in the embedding functionality as well. Another feature available in Pro that I think really makes it worthwhile for an investment is the statistics and analytics that you can get about your AI usage on your site. This includes AI usage from your users, the query volume and the patterns of the queries that users are using, how and where you're consuming your tokens and where you're burning through your tokens across the site. It's going to break down those costs and optimizations for you in the analytics and statistics tool. And again, this is where you're actually going to get the information about how your users are interacting with your chatbot. Also in this statistics and analytics module, you're going to get some technical monitoring and performance for the system. Things like analyzing the response time that it takes your chatbot to respond to users, analyzing the errors and the rate of errors, monitoring the health of the system. All of these things are going to be done in the Statistics and Analytics Pro offering. Okay, so before we sign out, let's go ahead and hop over to the website just so you can see a few of these differences and compare them a little bit. If you're watching along on video, you should be able to see the comparison on the AI Engine website now. It's just right here on their homepage. I'm just going to go ahead and read right from each of the versions here. First, we have the free version. You're going to get the basic chatbot, the GPT-like chatbot. You're going to get the content and image generator as well, Image Vision with DALL-E 3 also. You have the ability to train your AI, and that one here reads, you have a nice UI to edit your data sets, train your AI models, and manage your fine-tuned models. You also get the AI Copilot, which allows you to prompt the AI directly from the editor for quick access and quick suggestions for AI-created content. And then the AI Playground, which we mentioned, is those various tools like translation and correction, the templatized system that we mentioned. If you're a developer, you're also going to get access to the API, the internal and REST API for AI Engine, AI Engine that's available in the free mode as well. Okay, now the cool stuff in the Pro version. Obviously, you're going to get everything from the free version, but you're also going to get AI forms, which can allow you to create dynamic forms, embeddings, which we talked about as well. That's going to allow you to create that manually or dynamically created database of knowledge, a knowledge base that your AI is going to use in its answers. You have the content awareness in the chatbot. It can be aware of the content on the current page. I think that's really a game changer as far as a customer experience or a user experience goes. Statistics and limits, and then assistants as well, GPTs. And you guys know I love any AI assistant or anything close to an AI agent. So this one is going to allow you to build powerful AI assistants capable of performing a variety of tasks very easily, as it says here on the site. And they do say they have a bunch more features in development. Okay, so let's take a look at the pricing. The last thing before we go here, if you're following along on video, we're now looking at the AI Engine Pro pricing page. And I think it's a really nice price for what you're getting, actually. All the options are either yearly or lifetime, and they're basically broken down by the number of websites that you can enable AI Engine Pro on. So you have Starter. Again, the Starter is yearly. It's one website for $59. Standard is 5 websites for $79, also yearly. Professional is another yearly one, 20 websites for $149. So again, if you're a small agency or just getting started, I think that's pretty reasonable to have this suite of tools on 20 different websites. I think I really see a lot of value there for sure. If you did want to do a lifetime membership, they have a standard lifetime membership, which is 5 websites for $449, professional 20 websites for $599, developer 500 websites for $899, or agency 2,500 websites at $1,499, $1,499. It should be noted that below here on the page, they say that the lifetime license does work forever, including future updates, but you will only get support for the first year. And they do recommend going with the yearly license if you want that continued support. They also say that there are no trials, but at the bottom of the page here, they say you can always get a refund. They're always granted when asked for it. So you got to love that as a refund policy and as a marketing move in general. Definitely positive sentiment from your customers there. Something that's really interesting and intriguing to me also is a little note here at the top that reads, AI Engine Pro demands a lot of support, and this is reflected in the price. If you're okay with no support and can provide feedback from the free version, I'll offer a discount. Contact me and mention no support. So it's also a good or interesting marketing move there, I think, by Meow Apps. So you can get a discount if you're willing and able to give some feedback on the free tool, as well as willing to forego that support. So if that fits you, then you can get a little deal here on AI Engine Pro. I am definitely going to hop on this free version for now and see what it's all about, tinker around and play around a little bit, see where it makes sense to implement in my site, and we'll definitely follow up with you guys in the future. Okay, that does it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show or found it useful in any way, please do me a favor and follow on Spotify or subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. A review on top of that would be even more appreciated and so super helpful to the show. Also, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you get notified each day when the episode drops. So until next time, and as always, thanks for joining me, and remember to stay curious, stay consistent, and keep navigating forward.